My name is Bob Chelle and welcome to Whimsical Art Wednesdays. Every Wednesday I will be showing you simple at-home art activities as well as quick tips and tricks about colors, drawing, and sketching. Today I will be showing you step-by-step how to make an origami flower. Enjoy!
Hello. Today we're going to learn how to make an origami flower. The only materials you're going to need are your hands and a piece of construction paper. So step one, you're going to want to make sure that your paper is going long ways. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to take our top right hand corner, fold it down to fold our top left corner in half. It's okay if it's not perfect, just as long as you get it close enough. And you're going to crease it. So you're going to have a triangle and then a bottom rectangle piece that we're going to now fold off. So to do that, you're going to flip it over and you're going to fold it back. Crease it. Make sure you crease it good enough with your fingernails. You can get a nice clean crease. Then you're going to open it back up and you're going to fold it the other way. Crease it nice and good. So now you should be able to then lightly tear that bottom rectangle piece right off. So then what you're left with is a triangle. And when you open it back up, you'll have a nice perfect square with a crease right down the middle. Next, we're going to fold it the other way on the same crease. So flip it over and go on ahead and just fold it back on the same crease that you made before. Open it back up. And now you should have a perfect square with a crease going right down the middle. So next, you're going to take your square and you're going to fold it in half diagonally the other way. Crease it, and when you open it back up, you should then have an X going through your square. So on that same crease that we just did, flip it over and fold it again on that same crease. So basically you're just creasing and folding on that same crease. So now you should have an X going through your square. Next, you're going to take your square, you're going to fold it in half again, but this time you're going to be making a rectangle. Open it back up, flip it, fold it again on that same crease, but just the other way. Open it back up, and then next, you guessed it, we're going to fold it again in half into a rectangle. Open it back up, flip it over, fold it again on that crease. So when you open it back up, finally, you should have 8 triangles. All right, so this next part is a little difficult, but just bear with me. You're going to, on the same crease, into a rectangle, fold it. You're going to take your index finger and on this side, you're going to push in that crease to then make a triangle. You'll have one flap here and then another flap over here. I'll do it again. Take your finger on the crease, push in. One flap, 2 flaps. And then you're going to fold the left flap over the right. So now you have a triangle. Next, same thing on the other side. Crease in your finger, push it in, 1 flap on the left side, 1 flap on the right. But this time you're going to take the right flap and fold it over the left flap. So it should look like this, an upside down triangle. You should have 2 flaps on each side. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, next, you're going to turn your triangle and make sure that the base is facing you. So, we're gonna take one flap, the right side. The bottom corner is going to then go up. So bottom corner to the top. So this side is then going to crease, making another triangle. And then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. Ta-da! Next, flip it over, do the same thing to the other side. Cool. So now what you should have is a diamond, and with 2 flaps on each side, with the flaps folding upwards. Okay? All right, next, we're going to take both the right side and the left side flaps and put them together. Lift your right flap, your left flap, put them together. And then the remaining 2 flaps, you're going to put those together too. So now there's no openings for the flaps. It should just be a crease. All right, next, the final few steps. So notice on one side of the diamond, you have all of these little pockets. You should have 4 pockets. Those now need to be facing downwards. So you should have up top the creases, not the flaps. Flaps are facing down, creases are facing up. Next, we're going to make this into a little kite-like shape. So you're going to take your right middle corner, and you're going to fold this side to the middle crease. And then you're going to fold it. Half a kite. Now with this side, it's going to be similar, but you're going to fold it slightly over. Like that. The big flap is then going to go inside the little flap. Notice how there are pockets on both sides of the flaps. Big flap into the little flap's pocket. Just like that. It doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's in there. You're then going to flip it over, do the same thing. Right side middle corner, fold that line, fold that side into the middle crease. Half a kite, left side, fold slightly over the right side. And then you guessed it, big flap into the little flap's pocket. Ta-da! So that's all the folding you're going to do. Now to double check, what you have now is a kite-like shape on both sides. Your big flaps are in the little flaps on both sides. And when you turn your kite upwards facing you, you're gonna have 2 more pockets on both sides. And also notice there's a tiny hole right there that now you're going to blow in to blow up your flower. Take your index finger and your thumb and pinch inside of the pockets on both sides. In that little hole, you're then going to blow. Next, peel back the petals. And now you have a lovely pink origami flower.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next week.